What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaylin Denise. Welcome! So I'm so excited for today's video. I feel really good today, and I definitely wanted to wait to record this video until I felt like high vibrations, high vibes, and just really positive, and that's today. So here we go. Today I'm going to be telling you about my law of attraction success story. And as far as law of attraction, I'm not an expert at all. I'm still learning more about that mindset and, you know, learning about how to use the law of attraction. But just a few things to get us started. The base, you know, the basic information. Law of attraction, first of all, is not a religion. It's a mindset, it's a way of thinking. So I'm a Christian, I believe in God, I believe also in the universe, and I believe that God created the universe. Our energy affects the way that we succeed in our lives, our energy affects other people. Like, I believe in all of that. I just wanna be clear that just because I believe in the law of attraction and that the universe works, that doesn't, like, I believe it, you know what, it's all together, it's all one big thing. So pretty much how the law of attraction works is so simple. It's essentially whatever energy and vibrations you put out into the world, that's exactly what you're going to get back. So if you're putting out high energy, high vibration, positive thoughts, positive actions into the world, you're actually going to get back those things because that's the energy that you're putting out. So I am currently in grad school, and I go to a college that is pretty expensive, honey. I'm talking like $20,000 a semester. And pretty much how this happened, I didn't even, like, if you would have told me I was going to grad school like my freshman year of undergrad, I would have been like, where? Who's grad school, honey? Not I. And that's because I just never would have saw myself in a graduate program. I never was interested. But as I moved into senior year, it definitely began to become something real to me. I was so blessed in not having any student loans coming out of school, and I had literally no debt. And my friend who was in the program that I'm in now at that time told me about, you know, it's pretty much like an MBA and getting your engineering degree. It was pretty much what I wanted to do down the line, but I could do it now in 3 semesters, get it out of the way, and have that time. And so I will say that I was in a position where I didn't know what I wanted to do when I graduated. And I had a few other things that I was kind of focusing on personally that I wanted to learn more about, get more into, build up before I actually started working. And so it kind of just happened to where it's like I needed this time to establish other things in my life, and I needed this time to kind of understand what I wanted to do, and this program just kind of happened. I ended up applying for this scholarship because I knew that I wanted to do this program, but I also knew it was very expensive. And I remember applying for a program, it was a fellowship, and pretty much you had to like have a company that you were going to be working with that they could sponsor you and kind of help pay for half, and then this organization would help you pay for half. I went through like an application process. I got to the next round, me and my friend, and then they were like, okay, now that you got through this round, you need to find a company, and pretty much if you don't find a company, you're gonna be screwed. I didn't really know this going into this round. Like, it was months of just kind of dead air of us being like, so what are we supposed to be doing? Like, do we have this scholarship already? How do we do this? Pretty much months go by, we're contacting people, and pretty much when I got contact back, it was like, oh, well, it's looking like if you don't have a company by now, you're not going to be getting this support. And I was like, so for so long, like, this was my senior year, all I know is I don't have to find a job, I don't have to go to a career fair because I'm not looking for a job right now. I'm kind of like chilling, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, so graduation is in a month or 2 months. I'm supposed to be going to a graduate program. How am I about to pay for this? I thought I had it all figured out in my head, and then all of a sudden, the thing that was gonna pay for me to go to school was no longer. So I definitely had that talk with my parents, and luckily, because I was able to get scholarships all throughout college, my parents had a set amount of money that they were planning on using for me and my brother's college, and since they didn't have to use that, they still had that money. So my parents did agree to help to pay for me to go to grad school, but I obviously felt such a burden because it's like, I mean, you don't ever have to go to school, but that's a lot to ask of someone. Like, at this point, it's 3 semesters, $22,000 per semester. So we're talking over $60,000 that
my parents would have to pay for me to go to school.
At that point, I felt so burdened and so bad. I'm like, I need to get a job, I need to do this and that, especially since both of them at this point were retired, so they have already set up their, you know, funds, and they know what how their plan is for their retirement plan. And now here comes their daughter like, can I take 60 of them G's? Can I take 60,000 of that to go to school for this program that's not even really an MBA, but you know, like, it just was a little crazy. And mind you, in this other program, I remember my friend, we were applying at the same time. He was going for a completely other degree, and he actually did end up getting a company, but he was like, I needed this money. Cause like, I remember us both, before we found out, we were both kind of stressing like, how are we about to pay? And I knew in the back of my mind, like, my parents can pay. And he was like, listen, if I don't get this, I guess I'm not going, you know? And I remember talking to him when he found out that he actually got the money, everything was set for him to be a part of this fellowship. He told me, I just prayed. He told me he prayed, he thought positively, and he knew that it was going to be handled. And in my mind, that was the exact same thing of the steps of like law of attraction. So yeah, praying and then having in your mind, setting out the attention into the world, like, this is going to be paid for, and then having in your mind that you know it's going to be handled, was literally essentially what he did, was praying, you know, and then believing that God was going to handle it. And that's exactly what happened to him. After finding out that he got it and being so happy for him and talking to him about it, I remember leaving that conversation being like, okay, we're gonna figure this out. And so I started doing scholarships, applying for scholarships. I started looking, and a lot of the things had either passed, or it's like you have to write like 10 essays, all of this stuff, and I did it all. I applied for all of these scholarships. I was emailing people, and you know, nothing really seemed to be coming. There was one scholarship where they were like, you've made it to the final round, we are considering you among other people. And this scholarship literally was gonna be like $30,000, and they were like, hey, you made it to the final round, but we're still evaluating people, we'll let you know how it goes. And so I'm thinking, okay, this might be it. If I get this, this will pretty much help me pay for my school. I had already applied at my school, and they were able to give me enough scholarships from the school to pay for literally half of school. So $60,000, about 30,000 of that was already paid for. So that was really nice to know that I had, you know, half of that money was taken down, but still we got $30,000 to deal with, which is still a lot. I just really wanted that scholarship from the company. And then I got an email from them saying, sis, Shaylin, you were a runner-up, but you did not make the final cut. We are not able to give you the scholarship at this time, but if, you know, if anything happens and we end up having extra money, we will let you know. And I was like, wow, okay. So if you have extra money, what are the odds of, like, what do you mean extra money? Who doesn't take scholarship money? What are the odds that they're actually gonna give me money? Like, I'm so screwed right now. And I had been really into learning about the law of attraction and just getting in that mindset of like, you have to put your intention out into the universe, you have to let it go, and you have to believe that it's gonna happen. I remember being like, wow, I don't know how this is gonna get paid for. And I was standing in my room and I prayed and said, Lord, I trust you. I know that you can handle this. And then I talked to the universe. Girl, I probably sound crazy, but I put it out into the universe and I said, my school is gonna be paid for. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know that I'm gonna get money. And I left it at that. I literally just said, I know that my school is gonna get paid for. I know that the money is on its way, and I'm done. And it's so crazy because I heard people say success stories where they would say like, I just said I'm gonna get money the next day, and that's what happened. And it's like, it just doesn't sound reasonable. It doesn't sound real. And after that, I had put in all of the scholarships, these other scholarships. I had been, you know, listening to people. And so essentially what I had done is I put the intention into the universe. I had done the work. I put it out to my advisors that I'm looking for financial aid. I had applied to a job, and I literally went about my break. I was on break between graduation and going to school. So I go into the first semester. I have my scholarship from the school, which is paying half for that semester. And then my parents were paying the other half. So I kind of was just like, okay, well, we're just taking it day by day. I trust it. And I really kind of did put it out of my mind, which is crazy. I guess it was just knowing that okay, at least I know that my parents have my back. Like, it's not like I'll get kicked out. We have money. It's not the preferred way, but you know, I know, like, just trusting, like, I know it's gonna be paid for, and I really did put it out of my mind. And I was sitting in class one day, about a month into the first semester out of the 3 semesters, and I received an email where I just read on my phone where it said, congratulations, you have received $18,000 from this scholarship. And I was in class and I remember looking at it like, is this a scam? And then I'm reading through it and it's like, hey, it was the organization that I had applied for before that they had rejected me. And I literally walked out of class and I was like, I pray to God this isn't a scam, because if not, this just changed my life. What? And so I literally walked out of the classroom. I look at the email and it says, congratulations, Shaylin, we have found additional funds. So remember that for organization that was like, if we have extra money, and I was like, who has extra money? What does that even mean? Literally, they contacted me and said, we have extra funds and we can give you $18,000 for the next 2 semesters. Well, 9,000 each, you know, 18,000 in total. All you have to do is accept, go online, put in this information. I had already, you know, applied. I knew that it was real, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my, like, at this moment, all you're thinking is like, wow, like speechless, because it's like, not only am I so blessed, like God is blessing me right now, but I literally just put this intention into the world, into the universe. I did the work and I believed it would happen, and it did. Like, it wasn't like every day I was like grinding either. I literally put in the work. I applied for these scholarships. I was keeping an eye out for any scholarships that might have been coming through my email, and that was it. I was still going out with my friends. I was still, you know, living a normal life, and it happened. And there's so many feelings that I couldn't believe it. I called my mom, I called my dad. I was like, literally, like, you guys, thank you for paying this $10,000. You don't have to pay no more. You ain't gotta pay no more. I was just so, I couldn't believe that this money had come. So literally, I had never heard of this organization before applying for this semester, you know, for this grad school. Never heard of it. I became a member. I applied. They rejected me, but said, oh, if we have money. And then it came around 18. And you know, you be thinking like, oh, if they have extra money, what, $5,000? $18,000. Y'all, listen, to me, it's very true that with the law of attraction, you do have to believe, you know, and with God, you have to believe that what you asked for, if it's in God's will, if it's a part of your destiny and what you truly want in your heart and what's good for you, it will happen. So there's that sort of sense of detachment, which I have found to be the hardest, because that was something where I guess I kind of was able to detach from very easily, because I was like, either I'm gonna get it or I'm not, you know, like there's not much you can do. But even just things as far as my dreams of being a full-time influencer or being able to travel and owning my own businesses, like those dreams are things that it's hard to detach from. It's just very reassuring to have instances where you have seen so clearly that you put it out into the universe, you did the work, and it happened. As soon as I put it out, as soon as I spoke it out, it happened. And it didn't happen the next day. It happened months later, but it happened right on time. That is my law of attraction story. That is my success story. I'm here to tell you that, you know, even though I still struggle, like I said, with detaching, with the bigger things, I see every day things, small things. I have other success stories that I'm gonna be uploading, so make sure that you're subscribed to my channel so you guys don't miss it. But I see it where the smaller things that I don't fixate on and I don't obsess with, I see it manifest. So that is my success story. Like I said, I have plenty of others I cannot wait to share with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have your own success story, I want to hear about it down below. Comment down below what you've manifested, what you've prayed for, and how it came into your life. We all can use it. I just love watching and reading success stories, because it just helps me be like, I know this is real. I know that I can have anything I want in life as long as it's in God's plan for me, as long as it's in my destiny. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.